Grandpa Stinky!
What? Oh yes, Earth Dog. I am indeed the elderly stinky human.
How did you get trapped in the mole processing room? Did Skunk Ape take you prisoner?
No. Everything is fine. I thought this door led to the waste processing chamber.
This is important, Grandpa Stinky. Did Skunk Ape mention where he was going?
Aye, but the General has guaranteed that you Earth creatures will never find him before the domination of... he did not. I am a cantankerous human. Pah!
Did you notice if Skunk Ape was holding a toy robot that can destroy stuff from the Dark Dimension?
I've got no idea what you're talking about. I've never even heard of the Catonic Destroyer. Except that would be a good name for it. Probably. If it existed. Or if I knew what it was. What was the question again?
Are you all right, Grandpa Stinky? You seem different.
I assure you, I am quite well. And I am in fact your associate, Grandpa Stinky.
Well, okay then.
Thank you for asking, though.
Wait a second. Grandpa Stinky would never be that polite.
You might as well admit it, you know. The freelance police are powerless to stop us anyway.
You must have really made Skunk Ape angry for him to lock you in the mole room.
Nonsense. I am the linchpin in his plan for galactic domination. He secured me in the mole sweating room for the good of the Skonkapi Empire.
But speaking of sweat, you really should secure yourself in the showers for the good of everyone else.
There was a mix-up with the heat controls.
So, are you wearing a Grandpa Stinky suit or something?
Ha! The true explanation of my current appearance is so mind-bogglingly horrifying, your mind would never be able to comprehend.
You switch brains?
Well, yes. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Fair enough. Fess up, pal. Where's that anti-dark matter toy robot hidden?
Don't make me laugh, Earthling. After General Skonkapi so painstakingly reassembled the pieces of the destroyer robot, he'd never be foolish enough to let it out of his sight.
Why don't you reveal the entire plan to the enemy, Grubpepe?
Oh, right. Let's start over again.
All right, Mac. Where's Skunk Ape now?
Yeah, there's nothing you could possibly do to make me talk, naked Earth Dog.
Well, I hate to have to do this, but it's for Max's sake, and I'm dressed for it anyway. Prepare yourself for my hypnotic dance of the third degree.
All right, I'll talk. Just make it stop. He's at a warehouse in the southeast end of the featureless warehouse district.
I wonder if that has anything to do with Mama Bosco's cloning chamber.
It's the Hotep Not Clone-Related Industries Building. 2348 Doppel Street at Gang Avenue, 212-555-2314.
Okay, I got it. Don't go anywhere. I may have more questions for you later.
You'd better hurry. Your time's running out.
I don't think there's anything worth remembering about this building. Nope, not even that. Not much going on here. Little off the top, Max. Concentrate, Max. Remember all the wacky hijinks we had in that cloning chamber.
Keep me updated, Sam. Are you going to keep controlling Max?
I'm done here. I want to go back. I think it's time Skunk Ape discussed this toy robot business, face to reasonable facsimile of my face.
Yes, yes! I'm so glad to see you're getting along with my unstoppable army of minions. Flint Paper, play all you want. We'll make more.
Keep laughing, Simeon. Having a sunny personality will make the time go by faster in Sing Sing.
What?
It's a prison.
Ah, no Earth prison can hold me. With my unstoppable army, my newly reformed queen at my side, and the power trapped in this ancient toy robot, our plan cannot fail.
You just forgot one thing. The self-destruct sequence.
This cloning chamber doesn't have a self-destruct sequence.
Maybe not, but he does.
Unstable antimatter device detected. Initiating containment protocols.
You can override the bomb. Yes, my queen?
I'm doing it, darling.
Looks like this clone had orders to pick up the Devil's Toy Box. Yow! Now come on! Who would put an invisible laser grid here?
That stinky dame and her cockroach accomplice set that up to keep anybody from stumbling onto their magic show.
Looks like some kind of fog machine?
Good eye, Sam. Near as I can make out, Sal turned that on to cover up Stinky's little disappearing act.
Good thing I've been practicing my yoga during this whole crisis. If only I had more time, I could make it so these minions had cool handlebar mustaches and a natural talent with the sousaphone. It's a big hunk of rock.
Left over from all the secret tunnels those lovebirds were having the mole people dig to pull off their scheme. She'd do anything to get rid of all that granite. I heard she was even selling it in sandwiches.
I can't do anything with these. Stinky must have put the cloning controls on lockdown.
That was my fault, Sam. I was just trying to keep the clock from flashing 12, and the whole thing went haywire.
It's an old video projector.
It was set up inside the diner, Sam. Turn it on at the right time. Cover it up with enough fog, and you can make it look like anything had just appeared out of thin air.
I think this body might have needed a few more minutes in the clone tank. I'm still feeling a little doughy. This plan of yours will never work, whatever it is.
I land on a planet with a box full of the most inconceivably powerful objects in the universe, and I end up here with only one toy robot about to be blown up! If only I hadn't disintegrated my life coach.
Hey, Skunk Ape, hand over that robot and nobody gets hurt.
That clone. It's almost as if he were sentient. Well, no matter. The last surviving artifact of Yog-Sothoth in the entire universe, and it's mine! This will be essential to my plans. As soon as I find out what it does, and what the plan is exactly. I've been meaning to ask, my queen.
I'm busy here.
Can't you see Stinky's just using you, like she did Sal?
Is that clone trying to talk to you?
Ignore it, my queen. I have to ask you a question about this plan of yours. What is it again?
Ugh, it's so simple. Grandpa Stinky. Nothing can kill him, right? We've tried everything.
Okay, but...
Flint paper can kill anything, but he'd never go after Grandpa willingly.
Ah, yes. Yes! I see. Except, no, not really.
Stinky's playing you for a chump, champ.
So, the detective will be tricked into murdering the Elder Stinky?
Because we put his brain into one of the minions' bodies and then cloned millions of copies, so he'll never know which is which.
Ah. It's genius in its simplicity.
So, about the toy robot I was asking for?
All these years, I've been thinking too small. With this toy robot, I can not only conquer this universe, but entire dimensions.
So I guess that means you won't let me borrow it for a few minutes? Nah, I'd better keep this in case I forget what the Devil's Toy Box looks like. It's an old video projector.
It was set up inside.
Hey, I recognize that. That's the Cake of the Damned, the evil recipe that Grandpa Stinky magically turned into Girl Stinky.
Or so that poor sap Grandpa Stinky was supposed to think.
I'll just call this Exhibit A. Jinkies, it's a closed-circuit TV camera hooked up to that projector.
Right again, Sam. All she had to do was get Sal to hold up a photo at just the right time, and it was easy to make Grandpa Stinky think his magic spell had worked.
Sim, sim, salabim. What? The Devil's Toy Box? How can this be?
The Devil's Toy Box? They said the toy box had been destroyed.
Yeah, well, they say a lot of things.
Talking clone? Oh, now I see. You have come to make things difficult for me again. Yes, Sam?
You might as well give up, Skunky. Once Stinky's done with you, you'll be tossed out like yesterday's bacon fat.
Nonsense. She has been madly in love with me from the moment she saw me. Animal magnetism like this. You can't just turn it off, you know?
How do you think I feel? Turn yourself in, Skunky. Don't make things any harder on yourself.
Since coming to this dreadful planet, I've been pulled through rock, shot at, imprisoned for decades, attacked by mole men, pummeled by clones, and shot at by an overzealous pulp detective. How could things possibly get harder?
You could do it without the hints turned on? Hand over that toy robot, and I'll think about turning the toy box over to you.
You're hardly in a position to make demands, Sam. Why should I turn over this toy instead of simply taking what I want?
Because I'll give you all the money I have in freelance police petty cash.
Such a pitiful amount would barely pay for one of my chest-waxing sessions.
Because I'll shoot you full of lead if you don't.
Sam, your earth bullets bounce off my hide like the gentle caress of a refreshing spring rain. But please, do your worst.
Well, this is awkward. I seem to have left my gun in my other pants. Because if you don't, I'll blow up the toy box once and for all.
Yeah, you wouldn't dare. The explosion would destroy you along with half this city.
I'd destroy half of any city to save my best pal. Besides, I'm using a loaner body.
You're serious?
I'm just crazy enough to do it.
No, here! Take the robot. Just keep that bomb away from the toy box.
There!
Antimatter bomb disabled. Containment protocols canceled.
What is he doing?
Now I better get this robot into Max's brain before Skunk Ape realizes he's been flamboozled. You got everything under control here, Flint?
Ah, this is as easy as picking lice from a hobo's.
Did you hear that? Again with the hobos. What's his problem?
Don't kill that one, Flint. That's Grandpa Stinky.
No problem, Sam.
Sam to rescue team. Sam to rescue team. Robot acquired. Eat me. Over.
Roger that.